Welcome back to my channel. It is Candace with a K here, where I normally talk books, beauty, and kicks. Today I am giving you a book review, but of course I have to let you know you should go get your sweatshirts, go read a book, because that is what Bum B said to do. Okay. Today I'm talking about Sesali Bowen's book, Big Fat Black Girl. Okay. Beautiful cover. Let's start there. I am for all things that are acrylic, gold, and black. So acrylic nails, gold jewelry, black hands, money is perfect. This book, I have to say, was very refreshing to read because it was, I don't know what I expected when I picked up the title. I have been seeing murmurs about it on my Bookstagram, which is Candace with a K. Make sure you go follow that. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. Sesali. Is it Sesali? I'm sorry, girl. I hope I'm saying it correct. But basically, Big Fat Black Girl is notes from a trap feminist. So essentially, she is a culture writer where she provides her opinions and perspectives through a cultural lens, but utilizing trap and trap feminism to express those things. So what we know about the trap is often the Jeezy, the 2 Chainz, T.I., those type of artists, Bando, Crack, that whatever. But if we put a feministic spin on it, it is a liken to many of our favorite progressive female rappers or women rappers. So you can think of contemporarily Mulatto, Lotto, even you could throw Megan Thee Stallion in there. So it is essentially the girls from the hood. Okay, so everybody from a certain social class as well as racial class could be a trap feminism. Any feminist. I have my reservations about the overuse of trap, only because it often has the connotation of drug, hood, ghetto. But from her perspective and her use of it, I don't mind it. In the book, there are about 9 chapters, which kind of chronicle a range of topics. We're talking about relationships, we're talking about money, we're talking about sex, we're talking about body image. We're talking about a lot of things. And it's crafted in a way in which we get the musical analysis with her life experience, but also societal, cultural analysis. So it's very well written. I thoroughly enjoyed the writing style. I enjoyed the authenticity, and I enjoyed just how she interwove the musical aspect, but also some of the layman definitions that were necessary, and I appreciated that. So I do have some favorite quotes from the book, which I'm going to keep it very brief and very simple because I do want you to read it. So one of my favorite quotes: Black women's greatest strength is that we are always more than what everyone says we are. Period. So I think, as most Black women do, myself included, we undersell ourselves, and we know we're the bomb. Internally, we know we're the bomb. Our peers know we're the bomb. But sometimes we are overlooked, undervalued, and baby, we're top tier. Okay? Like, I have yet to come across any instance where a Black woman is not superior in all instances. That is not to say that some of the rest of you are not, but baby, don't compete where you can't compare, period. Another aspect of this book that I really enjoyed was her talking about body and her specific body image, and how, and not her issue with it, but the societal pressures of it, right? And so she self-monikers herself as the Big Fat Black Girl, even to the point that if you search Big Fat Black Girl in Google, as she mentions in the book, she comes up, which of course I had to go search it, and she does. And so now we're kind of in a state of where beauty standards are shifting, in which everyone thinks surgery reigns supreme, and yet men are on like a BBL crusade of trying to kind of like diminish, you know, women wanting to get on the table. My personal belief is if you got it, you want it, you could go buy it and flaunt it, okay? There's no limit on, if it makes you happy, do it for you. I disagree when you do it for others, but she makes a very valid point in that, in agreement, essentially, of the inaccessibility around beauty standards, in which she says issues of access not included. When you can go buy a snatch waist and a fat ass, it democratizes the benefits of having a nice body, which was never how a sexist system was meant to work. And I cannot agree more. So before it was like, not everybody is given this God-given shape, but now that women can go buy it, we're all on a, we all can have the shape now. And I think for men and women alike, that is a lot to bear. I never considered the democratization, I don't know if that's a word, of the current body image. Simple scrolls on Instagram, you can see everybody has the same face, the same features, the same this, the same that, the same that. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? We don't know for certain. But it almost widens the range of beauty standards in this day and age. And so that's something to consider. We are now, what you see on Instagram, or maybe not on Instagram, but on Twitter for the most part, are these narratives that don't forget natural bodies are in style, because they want to revert back to, you know, this inaccessibility. It's some deep stuff in here. Get into it. Now, very off tangent, but something that I didn't know, and not that I'm not a historian, so reading history is not my thing. But in the book, she talks about how Frederick Douglass, once he got on, he went and married a white woman. And Harriet Tubman, once she was doing her work in the, you know, I don't want to say in the field, but that's what I mean, in the field, but like not the fields, but in the field. Once she was doing her work, her groundwork, her husband went and married another woman. And so she says, which she's comedy, bro. Like she's funny. She says, the moral of the story is that niggas ain't shit. And period. Okay, so basically she's talking about how Black women often receive the short end of the stick in most relationships, and these are facts we all know, and she supports it with her argument. Get into it. Now, my favorite thing about the book, as I told you, is I'm here for the acrylic nails, I'm here for the gold jewelry, I'm here for the Blackness of this title. And she writes, people try to erase ratchet Black girls at every turn, but we are not siloed, and our impact is undeniable. Put that on a poster. Put it on a billboard. Say it from the mountaintops, because that is it. Ratchet Black girls are pushing culture further than any other subgroup of people. And when I say ratchet, I think that has its own connotation as well. Because as I said before, similar to how trap is, where it kind of denotes ghetto or this or that. But let's not be mistaken, because the ingenuity that exists in many of these instances due to a lack of economic resources is it. It is the reason ratchet Black girls are running it. And I will die on that hill because I believe it. I can't stand when people try and place respectability politics on Black girls, because that will never succeed around here. Ever. If you want to be loud and ghetto every ounce and every time of the day, do it. Because who's going to check you, boo? Period. I can't believe the appropriation of acrylic nails now. gold jewelry. All of this is because this is what has been moving and shaking in our communities for years. And now it's put on a main platform, and it is just being sucked dry. But we're gonna hold on to it because that's just what it is. But I have to agree with her on that point. If you don't know, or if you can't feel my energy right now, then you need to understand that I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I loved it from top to bottom. I think it was such a great cultural analysis of being a Black woman in America, especially a woman who favors a typical genre or a specific genre of music. Me, I will self-proclaim myself as a trap feminist because I am all for it. I'm all here for it. I would be excited to see more of her work. She is a great writer. She has had an impeccable story. She's gone through it all. And it was very refreshing to read such a cultural analysis that felt close to home and felt, and something that I could connect with and it resonates with. So if you've read it, please tell me how you felt about it. As I said, the cover is gorgeous. Be sure to hit that subscribe button because we do reviews all the time. Go ahead and grab you a Go Read a Book sweatshirt because, as I said, it fits into my trap feminism. Go read a book, you illiterate son of a, and step up your vocab. Right? Right. I'll see you in my next video.